Hi, I'm Angela Barbash, CEO of Revalue, an independent registered investment advisory firm located in Ypsilanti, Michigan, which is right about there. We're delighted to partner with the local Investing Resource Center to share what we've learned with you, our colleagues. I've been a financial advisor for going on 16 years now, working for large and small broker-dealers before finding partners and launching Revalue, our own RIA, in 2013. We did this because we were setting out to answer the growing demand in our community for impact investing, not just through funds and public market securities, but directly in our clients' own backyards. We had no idea where this path was going to take us, but we were inspired and motivated to help make the world a better place. And now we're returning all of that learning over to you. At the time, the Jobs Act had just passed, Kickstarter was hitting its stride, and people were facing down the stark economic injustices the financial crisis had laid bare. While lots of investors were interested in investing locally, we found very few colleagues around the country, let alone in our own home state, who knew how to incorporate local investments into their clients' portfolios and into their own firm's business model in ways that set their compliance department's minds at ease. So we set out on a journey of discovery. We're filming this as the economic impact of the COVID crisis is starting to expose even deeper racial and economic inequities, creating a call to action for everyone with $25 to invest, all the way up to people with $25 billion to invest, to help balance out the scales of economic and capital access and wealth building across our society. We've watched local investing go from this kitschy thing that people kind of talked about in back rooms to a serious part of the economic recovery effort. If you'd like to hear more about why your clients might be trying to talk to you about this, we produced a video with Michigan State University that I think is going to be linked up here. Check that out and learn more about why communities are talking about this today. After 7 years, I can confidently say this shift from investors putting all of their chips on Wall Street to diversifying onto Main Street is not a passing fad. Securities rules are changing at both the federal and state level to open up access, and more people like you and I are creating content and helping our peers and clients understand this space. That all brings me to you right now and this webpage that you've landed on. To help you gain perspective, I'm going to give you a high-level view of the various ways you can engage your clients in this movement, depending on the level of interest in your client practice, your comfort level, and your compliance department's comfort level. Then, after you watch this, I recommend moving through the 3 steps outlined for you below to continue on your journey. Thank you for being a part of the future. Now let's get to it. To help you see the various ways you could go with this within your own practice, I'm going to use the layers of the rainforest as an analogy. Based on your client's interests and your firm's risk management practices, you can engage in light and deep ways. Let's start with the forest floor. Here you are a co-explorer, learning together with your clients hand in hand, sharing knowledge as peers, but otherwise you are not incorporating this type of investing into your services. Think of this as one more topic of knowledge that you can gain proficiency in, like estate planning or Medicare planning. Those are things you may not provide direct services to your clients for, but you need to be knowledgeable enough to help them as they are on their journey of discovery and decision making. If compliance is blocking activities, then at the very least, this is something you can do with your clients. Next comes the understory. This is where, with compliance approval, you might experiment with incorporating local investments into your existing service offering. This could include specific deliverables like technical analysis or due diligence, collaborating with others for identifying investment opportunities, and specifying an appropriate carve-out of the portfolio in your client's investment policy statement. We've seen this level of engagement be most palatable for smaller independent RIAs like us, as they have a greater amount of autonomy. Securities restrictions have loosened at the federal and state level, including 38 states in just the last decade. So you'll want to ensure you've consulted your legal counsel and your compliance department or outsourced compliance services firm to understand what the recent changes have been in your state, to make sure that you have appropriate disclosures in place, you're in compliance with your firm's procedures, your compliance manual is up to date and includes this activity, and that you feel confident about the business model behind the services you're providing. Now let's rise up to the canopy. Growing investment trends provide a great opportunity for advisors to not just service their clients, but to also lead the conversation within their community. If no other advisors in your area are talking about this topic, then you may see a great opportunity here in the canopy to stand out in the marketplace. Through this level of engagement, you can help shift the culture in your town toward one that is receptive and excited about taking responsible action with investing locally. This could look like network building, trend gathering and analysis, advocating with larger institutions to support the local economy ecosystem, or providing public education for clients and their neighbors alike. Remember, you are a fiduciary, and what is most important in your job is to give your clients advice that is in their best interests. Helping to shape the marketplace around them to help them be more successful, to lower the risk of investing in local businesses, can really be of a great service to your clients indirectly. These types of activities can be a labor of love and often on volunteer time. However, they ultimately create that robust ecosystem that you and your clients need to be successful. Lastly, let's go all the way up to the emergent layer. This layer just about kisses the sky. I imagine it as the place where the investment management industry meets the community economic development industry. The emergent layer is where you can help construct the marketplace around you in very real and tangible ways. This can include launching a community investment fund, building a funding portal, organizing investor networks, or imagining not yet imagined solutions to help get capital from point A to point B. This layer of engagement is predicated on the idea that as financial advisors, we have a unique set of skills that lend themselves to the equitable growth of our local economies, especially since we serve people, their values, and their wealth at every angle of the economy: retirees, investors, business owners, and employees. We see it all. Our fiduciary duty to our clients comes first naturally. However, we can also provide value in a more substantial way to our clients' communities as well. For the last century, our industry has detached itself from the local economy around us as more and more products became available on Wall Street. That may have worked for the 20th century, but the 21st century is really requiring a more integrated, holistic approach. I hope this helps frame all the ways you could partner with your clients and your community without making the topic so overwhelming. Whether it's the forest floor of co-learning, the understory of direct services, the canopy of building a receptive culture, or the emergent layer of infrastructure creation, there's a place for you in this growing investment field. I know that what matters most to you is that you do what is in your client's best interests, and how you define that could keep you strolling along the forest floor or flying high among the emergent layer. Furthermore, you may find yourself and your peers gliding like a flying squirrel up and down through the spectrum. No matter where you land, learning more will help you and your firm strengthen your client relationships and manage their risk and your risk. Once you finish this video, click through the steps below to check out the resources we've put together for you. And happy learning.